What is up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Monday, January 30th, 2023. Can't believe the first month of the year is 1/12th. It's almost 1/12th over. Amazing. I just did that math in my head. If it's a Monday, you know what we're talking about. It's the latest recruiting updates for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Had a late one last night on YouTube Live. Hope you guys checked it out. So let's kick it off here. We got a long list of dudes, a lot of dudes, young guys. I'm talking about a lot of young guys. So let's start with the news. We'll get into some visits by coaches. Got a portal visitor and some new offers went out this past week. So let's talk about them. All right. Stacy Gage, running back, 4-star out of Florida. He announced that he will visit Ohio State, Oklahoma, USC, and Alabama using 4 of his five official visits. He announced the top 8 earlier this month, including Ohio State, Oklahoma, USC, Alabama, Colorado, Florida, Miami, and Penn State. Okay. He has visited Columbus 3 times, last spring and last summer for recruiting camp, and then last fall for the Michigan game. So get him back on campus, probably not sure what time of year, so hopefully a game day would probably be ideal. Next, 5-star defensive tackle Justin Scott out of the Chicago area. He announced Tuesday that he would be delaying indefinitely his commitment. So he was supposed to announce on the 31st, so tomorrow, and he's delaying that. So that seems to be a good thing for Ohio State because it was expected that he would pick Notre Dame. So he's a number 11 overall prospect in the class of 2024. So this might be a good thing. Let's wait and see what happens. I do wonder if this has anything to do with potential coaching change for Ohio State, especially on the D line. Be curious to see if this kid has gotten word, kind of under the table, whisper, hush, hush, don't tell anybody, that Larry might be stepping down. So the kid wants to see who they bring in. And we've talked about this before, but if Larry does step down, I believe Randall Joyner, the current D-line coach at Ole Miss, would be the best and probably the next only option, not the only option, but we talked about him. Go find the previous Buckeye Blitz where I talked about Larry Johnson's retirement from a month ago at least. So anyways, we got a portal visitor on campus this weekend. He's ranked by 24/7 Sports as the best uncommitted player currently in the portal. So we could use that probably. He's from formerly Ole Miss. He was a freshman last year. He's a corner. Davison Igbinosun is what we're going with. 4-star. He, like I said, class of 2022, 6'3", 185 out of Union, New Jersey, 6'3". So he's got the length. I love some length and some strength. Gonna have to pack some muscle on there. 6'3", 185 is pretty lean. Anyways, other players in this recruitment are Tennessee, UCLA, and Michigan. So obviously, NIL is going to play a role to some degree. Well, let's find out. So, anyways, he visited this weekend, and I believe he also visited Michigan this weekend. So, let's see how it goes. All right, now visits. We had coaches visiting sprinting all over the country, getting to know those air miles, racking them up, stacking them up. Friday, Coach Day and Coach Dennis visited Air Noland. Hands down the best name of this 2024 class, except maybe that Posse kid. That's pretty badass too. Anyway, he's a 4-star. Air Noland is a 4-star out of Georgia, 6'3", 190, pro-style quarterback. So kind of right in line with that C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields size, 6'3", 190, pack some pounds on him, get him up to 205, 215, something like that. Undefeated state champ in 2022 at his high school. possibly a big deal teammate of current Buckeye, new 2023 enrollee, tight end Jelani Thurman. So threw quite a few touchdowns to Jelani. Let's keep that in mind, have him work on his boy. Currently, the Buckeyes have offered 6 quarterbacks in the 2024 class. So keep your eye on that one. Next up, we got Booker Pickett. Ryan Day stopped in. He was down here in my neck of the nape in Tampa, checking out Booker Pickett. He's a 4-star, 6'6", 200 pounds edge rusher. He's at the Wharton High School over there. It's a private school. He was one of the earliest offers in this class on defense by the Buckeyes, highly regarded, and he's a flexible athlete. He can play edge rusher or the jack position. So he's got to be able to run, obviously, to play the jack. I've been to Columbus a few times. Key note, mark this down, nephew of former Buckeye defensive tackle Ryan Pickett. So got a connection there that is pretty strong, I would say. And they've made sure that he knows that he's a priority to the Buckeyes. So keep that one in your hat. Charles Lester III, I like this kid. 6'2" corner. Again, with the length. You know, I'm in love with length. Tim Walton visited him at his high school. He's down in Sarasota at Riverview High School, currently ranked the #1 corner in the country, 6'2", 180. Visited Columbus back in October. He just included Ohio State in his top 6. And he had a quote here, Walton is a great dude, keeps it solid with me. Plus the dudes he's coached, a lot of dude talk here. The dudes he's coached before and helped produce before, guys like Jalen Ramsey, said he's one of the best, if he's not the best coach he's ever had. That means a lot. He goes on to say, he let me know how many defensive backs they want to take in this class. It's important to me because I know exactly where I stand and that they want me to be one of those guys. I know his personal opinion about me, and he's not hiding anything. I just locked in an official visit June 16th. So a little summertime visit. He also, guy likes to talk. He said, now this is one negative thing that he actually said this, but I'm not really big on leaving Florida. It would be great to stay down here so my family has easy access to me at a university. Dude, you got to grow up and move away eventually. Anyway, Ohio State's been clear with Lester about its plan at defensive back. He knows the Buckeyes are serious and interested in him. So keep your fingers crossed. Those NIL deals down in Miami and at University of Florida, they're going to be a big, chip in this game. So, all right, Brian Hartline visited 4-star Ohio running back Jordan Marshall, top running back target in the cycle, and he plans to be back for a visit sometime this spring on campus. So good to see Coach Hart in there visiting. Okay, let's talk offers. New offers going out this week. Matt LeBlanc, tight end from Tennessee, was offered on Tuesday, originally from Montreal. So maybe he speaks a little French. He lives in Chattanooga now. He has offers from Florida State, Penn State, Tulane, Tennessee, go on and on. He's 6'5", 225. He had a nice quote here. He said that I know a lot about the program. Ohio State's been a dream for a long time. I moved to Tennessee in August this year. I think he meant last year. I have a lot of relatives that support Ohio State, and in the last few years, I've been watching them a lot. He said, I'll probably be visiting in the spring, and he's excited to get to know more about the program. Have a good time. All right, moving on. Dakoda Fields, athlete, 6'2", 175, got the length, from Gardena, California. He was offered Wednesday night. He has offers from right after that. These guys all offered him after we offered him. Fucking Texas A&M, Alabama, Tennessee, Miami, all piled on. So do your own recruiting, your own players, scouting. Anyway, he can play corner or safety. So a very flexible athlete. Let's go to Dejuan Williams, 5'10", 193, running back out of St. Francis High School in Baltimore, Maryland. 4-star, 299th best prospect in the country, 25th rated running back. He's the 11th running back the Buckeyes have offered in this class. So, yeah. Jameson Riggs, 6'5", 285, 3-star, Georgia offensive tackle, 409th best prospect in the country, 31st rated tackle. He has 30 Division I offers, so guessing he's going to get a ratings bump eventually if he's only a 3-star right now, if he's got 30 Division I offers. Kyngstonn Viliamu-Asa. Cool name. He's a 4-star linebacker out of California. Top 80 overall prospect and 7th best linebacker in the class. He visited Ohio State earlier this season for the Notre Dame game this past season. He had a quote, I got a first look at the defense to see how I would fit, but I like the way Knowles uses his backers, and the defense definitely has a lot of speed. All right. Good to know. Okay, this guy, Payton Pierce, just newly offered out of Lucas, Texas, 4-star, 6'1", 225. So this one is extremely important when we think about the James Laurinaitis coming back home to Columbus idea. So Laurinaitis is back in the fold as a GA, helping the linebackers, helping Jim Knowles. He has a relationship with Payton Pierce. Tom Loy, the Notre Dame 24/7 writer, he said that, quote, these two are extremely close. Pierce has a ton of respect and admiration for James Laurinaitis. So bring him into the fold. Payton announced a top 10 schools list early in December, and he's aiming for a summertime decision. He had a couple quotes here. He said, the Buckeyes are in it big time. It has always been a school I felt like I might fit at. If they don't want to run me off after meeting me, I hope to make a trip up to check everything out. Ohio State has always been one of those 4 or 5 schools that you dream of playing for as a kid. Legit. He also said, it's the horseshoe and the great linebacker tradition. I have been super lucky to have a lot of opportunities to play for a lot of great schools, but this one felt a little different. I'm grateful for it. Whatever they do, it's elite. They're committed to excellence, being one of the greatest programs of all time. They seem to have a culture that I would fit into, and ultimately, that's what I'm looking for. All right. I like the way this kid talks. All right, moving on. Justin Williams, 4-star linebacker, another Texas linebacker, 6'4", 205, so a little taller, 54th ranked prospect, 4th ranked linebacker. Come on in. Jordan Seaton, moving on to the O-line, 6'5", 287-pound, 4-star. He is a tackle, out of Washington, D.C. Brian Hartline and Tony Alford visited his high school, St. John's. He has been on campus. He visited Ohio State for the Michigan game. He's also made a trip to Columbus in April for the spring game last year. Ohio State's currently considered the favorite. He's a top 50 prospect in the class. And with Ian Moore already committed for the 2024 class, that would give us 2 top 60 O-linemen in the cycle. So keep your fingers crossed there. Last guy, Max Anderson, is a 4-star Texas offensive tackle, 6'5", 300 pounds, 163rd ranked and 8th ranked tackle in the class. Currently has 19 Division I offers. So how was that? Is that enough for you? Or more now? Go back to bed. Just kidding. Anyways, Hope you guys have a good start to your week. Appreciate you. Please like and subscribe. Really would appreciate it. And as always, I will talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks!